because my first guest is a late-night host with the best lead-in on television. Please welcome the host of The Late Late Show, Mr. James Corden. Question, sir. How are you? Welcome back to the Friendly Kind Finds.
Oh, it's lovely to be here.
Thank you for wearing a vest.
Oh, well, I have to. It's for me more than you.
Really? I love that it gives dignity. So few guests dress up enough to come on a late night talk show.
Well, I think this is worthy of dressing up. And
thank you.
Also, I'm aware that I'm sitting here somewhat exposed. So a vest is really that plus the Spanx is really covering a multitude of whatever's going on under here. Oh,
that's
yeah,
show business, baby. You're
and then I'll go
TV.
off here, and they will roll me out of the Spanx. It's my two people just roll me back and forth until I sort of fall out of it like that.
That's
yeah,
nice.
That's what
nice.
happens.
That's the team.
That is show business. Yeah, Team Spanx. Yeah.
So, as I was saying before, you are from England yourself.
I am.
People out here. Now, our president.
Yeah.
You're not an American
He's not
citizen.
my president.
You're not an American citizen. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Very much yours.
How's that feel? Feeling pretty good right now, aren't you?
It feels great, I'll be honest.
No.
Yeah.
So he was just over in your neck of the woods over there, and he said, people talk about protests. I don't see any protesters. Honest, give us a little insider's look here. How do people back home feel about our president over there? Well, generally.
I think they feel exactly the same as people do here. Like, I think there is, I'm sure, a very vocal sort of far-right group of people who think that, yeah, this is absolutely right. And then there's probably all the people that I know and all the people that I like and respect are like, what are you doing here? I don't know, I've been watching the stuff, and I'm like, what can they be talking about?
Oh, for an hour and a half. He said an hour and a half talking to the Queen.
An hour and a half. Is he like, is someone like, oh, this is Queen Elizabeth II, and he's like, oh, this is Melania III. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that what it is?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And then I saw a thing. Yeah. And then I saw a thing saying that he'd been talking about Brexit. I'm like, what is he? Up until yesterday, he thought Brexit was the most important meal of the day. Like, he doesn't know. Like, it's crazy. It's madness, all of it. You're watching it like... But what I do like, which is what you talked about in the mono, which I do think is great, I do really, really have a great deal of respect for Prince Charles, which I did anyway, of course, for kind of meeting him head on and talking about climate change. I think that is a really kind of wonderful thing for Prince Charles to do, because he's so passionate about it. It's amazing.
Now, he, at the state dinner or at a commemorative, I'm not sure where it was. I've only been catching snatches of it because, again, the nausea.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm being hoisted out of a desert when I watch him on TV.
Sure.
He put his hand on the small of the Queen's back or something?
Yes, apparently he touched the Queen's back, which is an absolute no-no.
Now, why is that? And help me, I know it's probably a stupid question. Why is that a no-no? She might be a very nice person.
Well, I just think she's the Queen, and there are various protocols that have been there for, you know, hundreds of years of what you do and you don't. I imagine...
Now, you're tight with that crowd. You know some of the royals, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I know a couple. No, I do. I know a few.
You went to, like, the royal...
I went to Prince Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Beautiful wedding. Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. Have you ever tripped up in the protocol?
Well, it's all just terrifying because it is.
Do you get a sheet or something saying what not to do?
It's not really a what not to. It's just about how you'll follow protocol and this and all these things, and you shouldn't approach someone. It's a lot of that stuff, but more than that, my wife and I went. We flew like overnight, and we got there, and you're suddenly like you just don't realise the volume of cameras in that church. You know, it's kind of crazy. They're everywhere and they're hidden. They're hidden in like plant pots, and they're like, honestly, you're sat in the congregation and out of a plant pot, a camera will go like that. Now, in the church, there is flowers everywhere. You cannot move for flowers.
Wedding, of course, beautiful.
And I get quite bad allergies, right? So first of all, you're all the time thinking, well, I don't know if I'm on television or not at the moment, so is this a good face? Is that a good face? I don't... like that. But all I'm thinking about is...
It's like always your category at the Emmys.
Exactly.
Always.
Exactly. It's always, I have to clap John Oliver in a minute.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
And you're sitting there and you're thinking, I don't know. And then, but all I'm thinking is, just don't sneeze. Just don't sneeze.
Right.
And then, and I'm doing that, you know, when you do that thing when you think you're gonna, and you just...
Yes.
But then I don't know if I'm on TV. Like that, and my wife's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I'm just shh. And then they get to, should anyone here know of any reason why these two should not be married? And I can feel it. It is coming in my nose. It is so close, and I just had to meet it head on and do one of those, you know when you do an internal sneeze?
Sure.
So they went, does anyone know here of any legal reason why these should not be man and wife? And I just went like this. And then thought, okay, I got away with it.
Yeah. Now, you're hosting the Tonys this Sunday.
Yeah.
That's a really exciting night.
I'm excited.
You've won a
for it.
Tony yourself. You
Yes.
realize that?
Yeah.
Is it an easy gig? You know, you did it a few years ago, 2016. You just go in there, give all the awards to Lin-Manuel Miranda and leave, right?
Well,
you get back on the plane.
Well, not this year.
But give him
it's-
again. Just do it again. He's that good.
I don't think they're ever easy gigs because they're live, you know? It's live and it's happening and there's a sort of degree of expectation that you would open with like a big musical number or something. And
Sure, that's what I expect.
We're going to try to do that. But that comes with a huge amount of pressure. But I don't know, I love that entire community. I love that entire world of people. I think they absolutely deserve and should be celebrated on television at least once a year for what they do. They do it 8 times a week, you know, like, and I'm just pleased to be there. And I love the theatre. I always have. I just adore it.
I love the theatre too. I always imagined that I'd be a performer in the theatre, and then this ended up paying.
Yeah.
And
who do you think you're talking to?
exactly.
Yeah.
No, so what was that? Was there a play that just gripped you when you were younger and went, oh, I have to do this?
Well, I was gripped by any sort of theatrical experience, really, but I had I guess the thing that I really sort of remember most vividly, and I think I remember it mainly because my father reminded me of it a few years ago. I was in a play in 2011, and we brought it to New York in 2012. But in 2011, it was a play called One Man, Two Governors, and
I saw you do that.
yeah, and it was a really lovely play.
Yeah.
But when I was about 14, I went to the Adelphi Theatre on the Strand in London to see a musical called Me and My Girl, which is a great show, and it had a brilliant actor in it called Gary Wilmot. And I remember so vividly seeing him in this show and just think it was amazing. And I came out of the theatre and I said, I just want to do that, Dad. I just want to do that. I just want to do that thing, that whatever that was, that's what I want to do. And I'd kind of forgotten about it until I hadn't been in the Adelphi Theatre between 14 and 36, 35, when I went to do One Man, Two Governors. And my dad took me to the exact spot when we were stood outside and said, do you remember when we were stood here, you were 14? And it makes me almost emotional now. But it's an amazing thing, and that's what I think the Tonys can represent to the kid in Indiana, you know, Colorado, Seattle, who want to be in the theatre. They love going to their theatre camps and things, but don't get to go to Broadway to see those shows. It's a great night to say to them, no, you can do all these things, you know. That's why I like being part of it.
Well, good luck on Sunday night. You're going to kill it.
Looking forward to it.
The Tonys are this Sunday night at 8 p.m. on CBS. The man is James Corden, everybody. We'll be right back with Zoe